Hi and welcome back. The base is now self-building, which is brilliant. So the only things I have to build by hand are where the blue belts are. You can see these flurries of, for example, the lights. There's a drone port that has been put down over there, so it's starting to build the steel smelting area. Let's see. Yeah, so this whole steel smelting area is starting to be built by bots. What else? Yeah, we have stack inserters now because we've got red circuits. Where are we up to on this? So this just built a new drone port, which then the bots put down somewhere, and now there's even more of this site that they can build. So this is exciting. Let's just check. I've got some assemblers. I've got some belt. So the red build, I gave a little bit of help. I put down the first area. I think you saw me do that, and I put down the chemical plants by hand. But that's just starting to build out. I'll go back there and place down more assembly machines at some point. We have now red circuits coming into the research. So it is time for us to start building this blue research area. Let's see if we can get some blue research done. And we will figure out what we're missing as we go. Okay. So, as before, I'm putting down Tech 2 machines. The blueprint is for Tech 3. As we don't have an official upgrade planner, there isn't really a nice way to deal with this. Don't think that's quite right. I think that's how it's done. Okay, so I'm largely allowing the bots to get on with doing their job, and only stepping in to help, either where it annoys me, like there, or where it's actually needed because there's materials that I'm having to replace. Right, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. This seems a little odd, but anyway. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I think that's how it's meant to be. Right, so we don't have green circuits, that's what's missing here. And that's because it's one of these blue belts, which later on we'll have to upgrade from red. You can see logistics bots running around now, trying to give me things. There we are. At some point, enough of the factory will build out that the logistics bots will start getting built. I don't know why. Yeah, that loops around. Let's just do this by hand. Okay. Don't need gold science yet anyway. So how are we doing? Okay, so we have mining drills being made. We don't seem to have power to this half for some reason. Where does it get power? I'm not sure. I'm going to add in a small power pole there just to force it. Okay, so what we're missing is engines. Ah, great. A new drone port must have been put down because you can see it's suddenly starting to build all this area. Okay, so This, I think, is engines. Let's run this back. Yeah, it is. So let's find out what's going on with the engine build. Okay, engines come in here. And what happens to it is we don't yet have this covered by a drone port, which is why it hasn't self-built. Okay, so let's start off by putting down what I can. There we go. Is that what was missing? I don't know why we have two of these. Yeah. One of these doesn't look as if it's in the right place. Right, this one was in the right place. Put it back. Ah, it's this little pole which joins everything up. Okay. Let's just get a bit of this going to start with. Okay. So this is all within construction range now. So fingers crossed, when the bots get ready, they should start putting things down. Let's put down this yellow belt because I've got some in inventory. Right. As I said, the intention here is to get the minimum needed going. That's iron. Let's see where that is. Can't actually see. Oh well, they're hitting turrets, so I don't care. Steel. Iron and steel. There's a bit of muckiness down here to get the belts in where they're meant to be, to make sure everything is on the correct side. Yeah, I'm not seeing where the... Oh well. Right. So if you're wondering where my logistics bots are, I gifted them to the network because it was much more efficient for the building to be managed centrally than them to constantly be running around and getting lost with me. Okay, so there is some bad red happening. It's down at the bottom of the map. And of course I'm going on foot because I don't know where my car is. I guess I could always keep a car in my pocket and just jump into that, but so how did this happen? Okay, so it looks like we're getting warnings. But the turrets are actually managing to see off the invaders. Let's put down a few more. Now that we've done the damage upgrades, these really do pack a punch. Okay. Where was I? Oh, I was getting engines going, because that's what's needed for purple science. I think one of the things I'm going to do quite early on now is nuclear, because I want uranium ammo. I'd quite like nukes, although that's a way off. Right, here we are. So, are these all producing? Yeah, they are. Great, so let's chase this up. Wonderful. Let's find out where this is. Yeah, here we are. So we should now have the next colour science. So let's queue up a research. Since we're doing lots of things with bots, I could do worker speed. Uranium is 1,000. I'm going to leave that for a while. Military 100. More turrets. I really want this one, but we can't do that yet. Advanced material processing, that unlocks another research. I think robot speed. Just because we are so heavily reliant on robots to get everything going, that I think having them moving faster has to be a better thing. There we are. So you can see the occasional engine coming along here. They're being prioritized at the moment into the making area. Because they're relatively cheap things and they're needed for engines and a few other goodies. However, I think I'm going to prioritize them into research for now. So let's flip this. And the same here. I'm going to prioritize the other way. So they're going to tend to go into research rather than those ones are looping around and going into electric engines. I want to get some research done. We can make electric engines once things start to back up. Of course, once we're making electric engines, we can first of all do the next lot of research. But more importantly, we can start making more bots, so the whole thing will scale up a bit. But before we do that, we need to get batteries and a whole lot of other goodies going. Right, I think the next job, because this is all basically working, is to bring in the rest of the resources. So we are bringing in coal and copper and iron. I think we need to bring in stone and then later on uranium. So stone is the important one, I think. Just before that, I'll repair this. There we go. that would improve the flow of plates. We have a nice stone patch here. Where is it? Down here. So this is what I'm going to mine, but I'm still going to bring it in by train because we have this perimeter wall rail network set up. So I think it's going to be easiest to hook directly into that line and bring it in on train. It's a slightly longer route, but it's neater, and later on when we're bringing everything in from the outside world, it's going to be an easier fix. Okay, so let's put one of those in. Okay, and then this goes right through the middle of this little maker. I'll just stamp the blueprint down over the top of it for now. We can fix it later. Also, we'll need to bring something. Where are we? There. Okay, so we're going to need to bring a line in. How close do I want it? There. Yeah, I think so. We appear to have an attack going on at the mining station that I've never upgraded, never done anything with since it was set up. Not very surprising. So let's go sort that out. Put down some more turrets. Then I'll start laying track, and we'll rush to get stone in. Okay. Can't have downtime in the production. There we are. I haven't got any walls on me. Let's hope that they are powerful enough guns that it doesn't matter. I think most of my rail is in my car, and I'll need to craft some more rail in a minute. After the next robot speed upgrade, it would actually be possibly worth having robots back again for this kind of job. Okay. So let's get this with mining drills over. You've seen all this done a million times, so I'm going to leave this episode here, and when we get back, this will be covered in miners, and there'll be a train taking stone in, and then we can start thinking about making bricks on site, and maybe some landfill and some concrete. I don't know. We'll see how far we get. All right, thanks very much.